And welcome to the BMG RFL British Grand Prix. Of course, RFL, this is season 4, round 11 I think this is now, so we've got very far into this season already. But today we're partnered with BMG Bossman Gaming esports team for this round. And today I'm going to be joined in the commentary box by Kirby.
Hello everyone, I'm back.
Whatever. Cool. So, yeah, obviously, long-awaited return, very anticipated. We have you back. Yes. Yeah, of course, we are racing at Britain today. Silverstone, the home of motorsport. I am going to stick with that forever, as I live only about an hour's drive away, so we're just going to call it that. And we have, I think, 17 drivers ready to hit the historic circuit. So who will come out on top today, we don't know, but I think we're going to find out quite soon. I am going to get the table up so we can see who is currently coming into this race in championship lead. I know it's BMG Lewis. He is currently leading ahead of Beast Tornadoes, who is just got 4 podiums in a row and is only 28 points behind. So we're not going to see a championship lead change this race, but potentially if Beast Tornadoes can get some good points on BMG Lewis, who's really been putting in the hours practicing this week, then it really could. Potentially in the next race, we could be seeing a lead change in the Drivers' Championship, so that's an exciting prospect. So there's a train of cars coming out the pits now, and there will be another car soon as Advanced Fish, who's been notorious for pulling off some rather entertaining overtakes so far. He will be joining the lobby very shortly. He had to do the update that was out a couple of days ago, so he will be joining halfway through qualifying. And of course he'll be starting at the back of the grid, so we get to see potentially some more pretty stellar overtaking, but we'll have to see how that goes. So we're currently BMG Lewis leads this sort of little train here. There's a McLaren in front of him. I think that's cool. This is the only McLaren in this lobby. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him to contend with as well, so all these cars coming out at the same time really is going to be an issue. We're going to see a lot of bunching in the final sector, do you think?
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing like Monza in real F1. That was a little bit of a moment, but we'll stick aboard BMG Lewis because he's currently a championship leader. He's got quite a bit of traffic though in his Alfa Romeo car coming through Stoke. Love it. So do you want to do this lap? Do you want to commentate this lap?
I would gladly love to do it. Now he comes out onto the start straight, flat out through here. No DRS unlike last year because they took it out, which kind of sucks. Into turn 1, it's pretty flat out if you hit it at the right point. If not, then you're going to lose loads of time. Down into the first real turn, into third gear, clips it beautifully. Now, another great turn onto the straight. Not much to say about it. Oh, this is one. But he's behind some other cars, which could hamper his lap. And there's yellow flags for something, not entirely sure what for.
Yeah, yellow flag's been out for a while. I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
But now coming through here, it can be flat out if you try hard enough. But coming into what is probably the most fun and challenging section of the entire track, Maggots and Beckett's. If you mess it up just a bit, like the person in front of him did, can't see who that was, then yeah, your lap's pretty much ruined. Now coming down the other straight into the final sector, absolutely throw the car in here. Really fun corner. And now into the final little set of corners. Brakes beautifully here. And now onto the flat out now onto the start finish straight, and that's a lap of Silverstone, or a very bad lap of Silverstone. not the actual lap, like
yeah, I see it. So only a tenth off of Beast Tornadoes. So those two right up together out front already. And the Labour Devil sets a lap on the hard tyres. That's well off the pace. Near enough 2.2, 2.3 seconds off. Drifting Pro puts himself up to P3. So Alpha's second and third at the moment on those soft tyres. And just looking around the grid, AMS Joels has aborted his lap. He's come in. Rampage goes up into P5 and Tom Gorian P4.
Dustin's on a lap, I think.
Yeah, we'll go on board with Dustin. So he's coming through the club corner now. Very neat and tidy and goes up to P3. That's good. 3 tenths off the pace, albeit, but I think he'll be pretty happy with that. Of course, a lot of time to improve. Axgiv on those mediums goes behind Tom Gorian, so only about half a tenth, so that's alright. Adam Lee crosses line, he goes up in P8 on the medium tyres. Label Red Devil and Scott's had a really scruffy lap, 29.4 on the mediums, he won't be happy with that. Ex-Joe, he's on a flyer, I think he's still going.
Oh,
Okay, he's definitely not, and he's lost it. Keeps out the wall. But is he going to keep out of the other cars?
Destroyed by the Force Indy, or Racing Point.
He's got to wait for traffic now, because this could turn really nasty if he did decide to pull out there. That would have been a little bit unfortunate, as there's quite a few cars coming his way, actually. He was really in the firing line, but fortunately, he was able to turn around a little bit. Dongerang starting a lap now. So in the red Bull, see what he's able to do. Yeah, Perez pops up into P8, slowest of the soft runners at the moment, 28.4. And Dongerang now. Let's see what his first sector split's going to be like. Obviously, we're not actually going to get a comparison because he hasn't set up lap time before. But we'll see what it's like. Oh, and Rampage has a 5 place penalty. What happened there? Not sure. I saw Joe aborted his lap, so I'm not sure what happened there, but Dongerang. Oh right, okay. That's really unfortunate then. Dongerang go through Woodcut, fairly neat. Now Cops, will he take it flat? No, definitely not flat. And actually, what happened there with Dongerang? What happened there? He touched the brakes, and that actually just lost the rear end. Just destabilised the car. Such a sudden change in speed, and that's why he went round there. So in trying to be a bit cautious around Cops, he's lost it, and that is that lap and that set of tyres as well. Well and truly ruined. Joel's in the Renault on an out lap. He's had some good pace this season. He's coming into the pits though, so he's actually just come out for an out lap and come straight back into the pits. So I'm not sure what's quite happened there. What's Tom Gorian up to? He's coming into pits. Yeah, we've got a real lull at the moment. There's a couple of cars starting to come back out on track. Beast Tornadoes, second in the championship at the moment, and breathing down BMG Lewis's neck. Actually, CRG Leclerc's on a lap. So I think he's new. Fairly sure. So we'll see what sort of pace he's got. I haven't seen him before, I don't think, in Tier 2. And there's quite a few Leclercs around, so we'll see what his pace is like. I think he actually just submitted all his times today, so yeah, there's a real slight lift through Cox, but yeah, pretty spot on really. This is going to be an alright lap. So he's lost a rear end though. Not very stable rear end, but he's got away with it.
1 of 3.8.
Still be an alright lap. So, CRG Leclerc, the Mercedes driver, shouldn't have actually been in the Mercedes because Advanced Fish, once he gets in, is going to want to go in that car. But, yeah, that's something to deal with in a minute.
And he goes P4.
Really decent bad lap at all. 27.8. 7 tenths off of P1, Beast Tornadoes, and 6 tenths off BMG Lewis, the P2, who's still in the pits. Right, so Beast Tornado is starting a new lap, and we'll do ride on board with him. So, coming into turn 1 now, full on ERS, I'm assuming full on fuel. Upshifts into 8th gear. Don't get any engine braking or lose any potential speed at all. Not too bad down to 4th, and a 3rd on the exit, just to get a little bit better exit. And now really neat so far for Beast Tornadoes. I think it's probably going to be slow in his first leg split, although we did watch him last time, so let's see what it's like. Oh, he's 200ths of a second up, so he's definitely got time in that as well. And missing the apex a bit into the entry into Woodcut there, exiting the Wellington straight.
Whoa, what the?
Now coming onto the National Pit straight in the Toro Rosso. RS still in full. And yes, he's sticking there good, and real slight lift through cops. You've got to be quite ballsy, because if you don't have a stable car, you will end up spinning. Not taking much of the inside curb on the entry to Maggots and Beckett, and now down in 6th gear for the exit. You want to be early on the throttle here. He potentially could have done a little bit better there. He is 1/10 of a second up though on his previous best. This might put him into the 26s, which will be a really good time to probably secure him a front row actually, and really wide in the exit of Stowe there. But this game lets you get away with that. I don't think the stewards are monitoring track limits at Stowe for this session. So good lap from Drift King Pro, 27.4, but now Beast Tornadoes across the line and he's 1/10 up, so he lost time in sector 3. But not quite going into that 126, which I thought he would. And 1:27.003, and I think that was that Rampage just putting himself up into P5. That's a really good lap for the Mercedes driver. Pulled in the McLaren P6, and CRG Leclerc now, after his hot lap, he's been relegated to P7. So that lap potentially not quite as good as we thought. Still pretty decent nonetheless.
Tom Gorian starting his lap.
Yeah, you can go through this one while I sort out some things.
Pretty good run through turn 1 for Tom. It might actually get some slipstream because of this Ferrari in front of him, so if that's the case, that would be really helpful to him. Adam Lee.
That looked rather.
Oh, he's 4/10. He's 4/10s down, or 4/10s up in sector 1. Pretty solid start for him. Needs to maintain it and not accidentally mess it up. Good run from you. Able to almost go flat out through. I think that's Cops. Now into Maggots and Beckett's. Really good through here. Perfectly executed. You know, could have probably had a bit more time there. But he's 6/10 up, so this could actually be a pretty good lap for him. He can just hold it.
Of course, he did his last lap on those medium tyres, so it's not much of a surprise, but yeah, still, he can improve by about 6-7 tenths. It's pretty decent. He'll put him sort of around Rampage, Adam Lee.
But he goes P4. Only 6/10 off of the leader. So now a bad effort for him. I saw Sigurd Dustin. I didn't even notice this. He went to the top.
Yeah. Wow, that's a, yeah. And that's a 26.7, that's really good as well. Wow. And yeah, good luck from Tom, of course. I'm still trying to sort this out. Right, okay, so Advanced Fish now is ready to be invited to the session, and I can do that from the party menu, so just for a second we're going to have to stare at absolutely nothing, but of course hopefully he'll give us some good overtaking in the race, so I think it'll be worth it. Right, I'm trying to, there we go, try to get the stream up so I can actually watch it, but Twitch is not playing ball with me at the moment. Okay, there we go. That's better. Twitch also had an update. I've just seen that. I don't like it. Right. So Esperes, P9 Racing Point, Labour Red Devil.
Joe goes P10. First lap.
Yeah, Joe, not a bad lap. Axel P8 as well. He's put himself up there.
Donger ranks coming out of the last corner now.
So is that? Can someone just confirm in the chat that everything's working good? Yeah, I can. Right. So I think Advanced Fish got in.
Yeah, he did.
So he'll assume he got a setup, and hopefully he'll be doing some pulling off some rather audacious moves. From the back of the grid, of course, keeping it clean. And him and Tom battling, just a quick warning, if himself and Tom battle, definitely watch it. It always ends with a penalty. What was that you spotted? Just made a noise. So you
already
flag
went
on
up
track.
to
What's that?
So basically, everyone's already set a lap except for AMS Joel's. But that's
Just now rounding the final corner. Starting a lap. So we'll see what the Renault driver is able to do. I said he had pace and he had to abort last time round. So we'll see if he's able to actually put in a valid lap time. And this is going to be his last run. So this is one of the earliest runs we're seeing for these last laps.
Axe curve and
just trying to avoid traffic. Yeah, a couple of guys are starting to come out onto the track now. RT's finished a lap. I think Paul just finished a lap. So they're going to get one more run in maybe if they can get back quick enough. But Joel is coming through Woodcut at the moment. Pretty decent so far. It's a good lap from Joel's. He's just got to pretty much keep it on track and keep this lap valid, because so far it's looking really neat for the Renault driver, and he's had some good pace so far this season. Nearly flat through cops, but a slight lift. I'm assuming we'll be seeing a couple of tier 1 guys giving that corner its all later on, including myself hopefully. That's why I'll end up in the wall about 5 times, but really, really good through Max and Beckett's from AMS Joel's. A 103.1, that is a really, really quick time to be setting through the second sector. And now, is he going to run really wide through Stowe like we've seen? No, okay, fair enough. A little bit of a track extension, but that is nowhere near what other people were doing, so I'm sure we can get away with that, unless the game invalidated it, which I think it did not. So let's see where this lap is going to put Joel. It's going to be high, and it's P2.
So
Renault 1-2 at the moment. Salzig Dustin currently on provisional pole, and he is coming through Stowe corner right now, exiting the hangar straight, and I think that's coming into Vale, yeah.
The entire cluster
Now
of cars
start
come out right now, and they're all onto the first straight.
Oh no, Dustin's ruined the start of his lap. He just got a real snatch of oversteer there and ran really wide around the final corner. That is going to hinder him through the first sector. There's absolutely no doubt, at least half a tenth I'd say. And he's backed off, I think. Yeah, he's backed off. But is he time to get around to do another lap? I think he might just about. So Dustin's going to be giving it another go. So BMG, Lewis, no. Beast Tornadoes starting a lap in P3 in the Toro Rosso at the moment. But potentially in 1 minute and 27 seconds time, he won't be. So let's see what Beast Tornado is able to do. 8th gear again. We've seen a couple of guys take it. Oh, Axe goes out. So I think that would have been, that was deliberate. Or at least he'll be hoping so. But now entering the Wellington straight, Beast Tornadoes. Let's see what his sector 1 split is at the end of the straight, entering Woodcut. Let's see. He's 1.5 tenths up. Right, okay. So this lap, if he can keep up with this sort of pace, if he can improve by about another tenth, he is going to overtake Salzig Dustin for provisional pole. Dustin will be starting another flying lap in just a moment.
Ooh,
I'm sure we'll stick on board with that as well.
Up in sector 1.
Yeah, Lewis is. Yep. Beast Tornadoes though, at the moment. Coming through Max and Beckett, it's really neat, easily in 8th gear, no revving the engine at all. Potentially not the fast way to do it, but very, very stable. Joel's
Dustin
is out of session.
Right around again. Oh, perfectly timed. Dustin just got around right again at like 0 seconds left. That's
right.
Perfect.
So, Beast Tornadoes now coming into Club Corner now. Where this is going to put Gnosis Vale and then Club, and he goes into pole position. So does Salzig Dustin have a response? And he's got a slipstream as well. I think that was from one of the Red Bull drivers. That might have been stopped. Ooh. And Lewis is 4 tenths up at the moment, so Lewis could potentially get up here, and he goes P3. Right, okay. So BMG Lewis, championship leader, does qualify behind Beast Tornadoes. So potentially losing more points in the championship. So Salzig Dustin Let's see what lap time he's able to do. His Sector 2 split is coming up in just seconds. Has he got enough fuel? We don't know. But we're about to find out. He's 2 tenths up at the moment, so this is going to be enough. If he just doesn't run out of fuel, doesn't make a mistake. And of course, he's on slightly more worn tyres as well, so he could lose time here. That wasn't the quickest way, I don't think, around Stowe. He didn't run quite as much speed, and the pressure's really on at this point in the lap. Potentially missing the apex there, not getting the power on as early as he'd like, but I think this might be enough. And he does go on to pole position by just over a tenth of a second. Is anyone else on the lap? Scott is, so I'm just going to quickly fly down to Scott. No, Scott's very much over. Wow, okay, so that was pretty entertaining qualify session. 26.5, wow, that's really good lap from Dustin there, because Ninjarino in the chat saying I can get 27.0 and he's in tier 1. So really good laps from these tier 2 guys, of course. Some of them have put in enormous amounts of practice, and I think it's paying off at the moment. Right, so quick rundown of your grid for the race. Salazar Dustin, P1 in the Renault by just over a tenth on Beast Tornadoes, a championship leader. No, sorry, second place in the championship. Championship leader in P3, BMG Lewis, 2 tenths off the pace. That's AMS Joels, Tom Gorian, Axkov, CRG Leclerc on his debut race. Adam Lee, P8, P9 is Drift King Pro. P10 is Rampage, but he has a 5-place grid drop, so he'll be starting in P15. So P10, S Perez, P12, X Joe, or P11 actually. P12, Paul. P13 Dograng, P14 RT, P16 Label, and then Scott rounds off the grid in P17. So, what do you make of that?
I thought it was very entertaining, and I think that Dustin, even though he's on pole, might have potentially shot himself on the foot if he's on older tires, and as that will be a big disadvantage going into the race. So that could very well hand the advantage back to all the guys behind him, including Lewis, including Tornado, and yeah.
Yeah, of course, Dustin's slightly more worn tyres after doing those 2 laps. So, AMS Joels is first to ready up. Advanced Fish is in the lobby, so he'll be starting at the back of the grid. I forgot to add him in P19? Are we up to P19 now, or P18? Either way, good turnout. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, I'm not sure. I just remember saying 18th for some reason in the grid rundown. And then... Yeah, just ignore me. Nonetheless, he's got a lot of overtaking to do, and he's definitely a top points pay or top points driver. So, yeah, P18 is the McLaren driver now. And, right. Dustin. Do you think his chances... Or do you think he's sort of already set to win this race, or sort of... Just that extra wear, is that really going to matter too much? And that is Beast Tornadoes, or a bit of lag there actually, I think. Oh no, he got disqualified. So Beast Tornadoes, actually this is fairly big. Beast Tornadoes is going to be on freezing cold tyres now starting this race. So all of a sudden the launch is suddenly in Dustin's favour. So that's potentially really big actually. Is there anyone else who's stuck on the grid? Oh, it's Adam Lee. Do you think Adam Lee potentially made contact with Beast Tornadoes? They're both on the grid.
Beast went really wide out of turn 2, so I'm going to suppose he got hit by someone.
Yeah. So Adam Lee could potentially be in trouble, because he's far back, so he's obviously gone a bit aggressive on the start of the formation lap and taken out P2 at the moment, so...
let me see
oh wow! Drift King Pro's just taking everyone out. Drift King Pro's just taken Tom Gorian. Drift King Pro's just ploughed into 2 people on the formation lap. I genuinely don't know, and he hasn't even been put on the grid. I don't know what happened there, but he's genuinely just taken 2 people out. He took out Axkov and Tom. I've never seen that before. I don't know what to say about that. That might have been lag, but I think definitely is something to report there, because he did just drive into the side of them. Let's hope we don't get a repeat of that then. So
Dustin's
Labour and
making
Devil
his way
start on
onto the
hard
grid.
tyres. Yeah, Advanced Fish on the mediums, and also Artie and Doggerang. But our race leader, well, at least for the first couple of metres, sounds like Dustin. He is lined up on the grid now. As back of the grid, we'll look at Advanced Fish behind Label Red Devil, actually behind Scott. But where is Scott? Scott, yes, there's Scott. Okay.
He's P17.
Yes, no, I couldn't find him on track. I mean, right.
Oh,
So
my bad.
for some reason I'm getting weird camera angles. Yeah, I'm getting awful camera angles. Right, okay. BMG Lewis will go on board with for the moment then. And it is lights out and away we go.
Very
Let's
good
hop
start
on board
from
to Beast
Dustin.
Tornadoes on those cold tyres. He's got a bad start. And there's a lot of movement going on into turn one at the moment. That's round the outside. BMG Lewis.
Good spot.
We've gone round already. And now it's free wide nearly. It's free wide between the leaders. BMG Lewis up into P2, pushing Beast Tornadoes out wide. His championship rival. And, wow. And now BMG Lewis, actually, he's got a really good run on Samsung Dustin here on those slightly less worn tyres. Is he going to be able to hold the inside line into Woodcut? Now it's coming the outside line. He is momentarily ahead at the moment. But surely with the inside line, Samsung Dustin is going to be able to hold off that position. And now, actually, I don't think BMG Lewis is going to try to go around the outside of Cops. That would be extremely brave. Or stupid, one of the two. And that's Renault of AMS Jones and Tom Gorian getting really close there. So let's see who the main movers are early on in the race. So, Advanced Fish up 5 places. And Rampage is out of the race. What's happened to him? Is he just retired on track?
I think he was the one who hit X-Curve.
So Pro up 4 places, up 5 places now as he gets past AMS Joel's. Really good start for himself. And there's Mercedes has had a bit of an incident there. That's CRG Leclerc going through Magnus and Beckett's. He's lost a ton of time and positions
Tom
as well.
Gorian's down to P8.
Yeah, what happened to Tom Gorian then? Okay, whoa, and that's it. Down the inside, there's Perez on Tom Gorian. That was a really audacious dive.
Oh, he spun. Oh, no, he saved it.
Tom well held there, Tom. Got to say. Oh, and that's Scott's Fish round, and he's more so that's out the race as well.
Big crap.
What the hell's happened there? Advanced Fish round. I guess 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits somehow. Front wing damage. God,
man.
don't know what happened there. Don't know, that's not a safety car. This game's pretty ace. AMS Jones and S. Perez, though, side by side. Going through, I think that's turn 4, turn 5 or so. I don't even know what's happening anymore. This has been a manic start, and the front bunch are still so close together as well. And look at this top 3 battle. We're going to be seeing this a lot this season. Beast Tornadoes, BMG Lewis and Salzig and Dustin all attacking each other. And it's a hell of a watch, and I have no clue what happened there at all. I think maybe Advanced Fish was hit from behind, maybe, because he looked really sideways, and I don't think he lost that by himself either. That looked like he was hit, but God, what do you make of that opening exchange? Wow.
I don't even know what to say to what I just saw. I just saw them come out of the last corner three wide, and then someone hit somebody, or someone ran into the back of someone, and then they all just crashed. That's unfortunate for Artie and Donger, right?
Advanced Fish as well, he was involved, lost his front wing. He's still in the race though, but I don't know how that's not a safety car, honestly. This game's of course rather famous at giving out safety cars, but I think that was 3 cars taken out on the main straight at Silverstone. I think you can't really get many more things that deserve a safety car than that, but you know, Advanced Fish got a 10-second time penalty for spinning, so you know, actually that's more IndyCar Rosenqvist there, but that's probably going to go over most people's head. What are you looking at? AMS
trying to go around Joe.
Dongerang's left the session. He was out the race. He was taken
after
early
that.
on. So
What's
happened to Adam Lee as well? Because I think Adam Lee might have potentially.
I
don't know what happened.
I think
Adam
he
Lee,
was involved.
He's got
I think he was involved in the crash.
So maybe looking at it, he might have hit Advanced Fish. I'm not too sure. But this is a brilliant scrap. There are 3 cars: AMS Joel's, Joe, and Paul. All they're so close going through Max and Beckett's on the entry there. That was
Paul's
really
got a
something
really good
to
run.
behold. There's too many battles to watch at the moment. Oh! contact.
Oh, that was close. Oh.
Joe's in the gravel. Joe's lost it. Joe's around, and he's taken out. Oh my God!
A huge crash. Another huge crash in the span of 3 laps. Oh my.
Jesus.
And now I think there is a safety car now.
Now there must be a safety car, surely. Surely, game. We must be seeing a safety car. Oh, and that's AMS Joel's. Joel's has gone in the wall as well. He's
no,
involved
they're
obviously
still
heavily in that,
racing,
but he's
I
just gone
think.
straight on again. Oh
No, I
my
think
God.
they're still
Right,
racing.
okay.
How is that not a
Yes.
safety car?
I don't know. Top 4 though, keeping it for the moment. And that is
Joel's
South
parked
Dustin.
it.
No, BMG Lewis has taken the lead of the race. I don't know if that happened.
Oh, Joe's
actually, I think
retired
he
now.
did that. That was a while ago, I think.
Oh.
What the abs? This is absolutely manic at the moment.
Why Joel is just parked on the side of the track, I don't know, but...
No, we're just gonna... God,
Oh, we're
okay.
only on lap 4, we already have 4 retirements.
Yeah,
Soon to
four,
be
yeah,
five.
we've lost 4. We've lost 5
That's-
cars already. Advanced Fish gets past AMS Drive. What is Joel's doing? Joel's is trying to DNF, I think. Well, we're not going to watch that. Advanced Fish on those hard tyres
there
is
we go.
trying to go to the end of the race and try to
5 cars out already.
Yeah, so there's 6 cars out of the race already, actually. Yeah, wow. So 12 remain, 18 started, and it's only lap 4. So anything now could happen in this race. South Dustin Beast Tornadoes are chasing BMG Lewis, our championship leader, coming into this race, and there's that car parked. I still don't know how there's not a safety car. That's a car parked, well, crashed on the right-hand side of the pit wall there. It's not a safety car. I don't know. Yeah, that's obviously this game. Joe with Joel. Tom's not happy with Drift King Pro, and obviously there's going to be a lot of people arguing in the chat. We've got 6 cars out of the race on lap 4. It's lap 5 now, and yet to have a retirement on this lap. We currently have more retirements than laps completed, so that's putting us in real good shape for the rest of this race. But I think the top 3 scrap. South Dustin dipping a tyre in the grass, the front left and rear left there. Just dipping it in the grass. He's got a really poor run through Cops now. Dirt on the tyres coming through Max and Beckett's here, but Beast Tornado's not looking like he's attacking too much. He's taking Max and Beckett's really conservative at the moment. But now he's going to get a good run. He's put it in overtake, and that's something that South Dustin is currently not doing. But potentially South Dustin has a little bit less wing, because Beast Tornadoes didn't close the amount you'd expect there for being in a higher ERS mode and right in the slipstream. And is he going to dive down the inside into Vale? Not this time round.
Oh, sector 2
We have another yellow flag. Do I...
Yeah,
CRG Leclerc. Poor debut for himself. He won't be happy with this. Qualifying relatively well. Advanced Fish 14 seconds behind anyone at the moment. Being involved in a bit of a crash. Rather hefty crash with Dongarang and Artie and Adam Lee involved in that as well. Artie's left the session. And, well, on the upside, this has boosted our viewership. So, obviously, the BMG RFL British Grand Prix really proving one to watch at the moment. So if we get, yes, actually the RFL account pointing out very correctly that if in by the top 13 half the grid is out the race, we will award half points. So,
oh, sector 2 yellow.
okay, there's another yellow flag. That's Dustin
Dustin
round.
off. Dustin's off. Oh, he has damage as well. Oh
Yeah,
dear.
that's his race over. And are we going to be potentially getting closer to that 50% out the race we need? We don't know, but it depends if Dustin carries on or not, because Dustin now wing damage, that's race over. And there's still no safety car. Scott losing the rear end, trying to overtake him. And now running down the hanger straight under the lovely bridge, actually. It's really something to walk over while there's cars on track. It is really great experience.
Oh, Mercedes gone off and gets him back.
Is that Leclerc again?
Yeah.
Leclerc again. Leclerc not having a good race.
sector.
Obviously, there's a little bit of... Oh, it's Dustin pitting. No. No, okay, sorry, I saw Dustin lose a position and thought, oh, he's done it again, but no. Drift King Pro has lost 3.5 seconds to the top 2 now. It was top 3, now top 2. Paul potentially could be fighting for a podium in a minute, which I'm sure he'd have been happy with a little bit earlier on. 3 more retirements needed, and we trigger half points for this race. And that's only before lap 13 is completed. So 6 laps, 6.5 laps, and 3 retirements needed. So I think we'll be safe from that figure, but it's something worthy of pointing out because we have lost so many cars already. And potentially Advanced Fishing might... No, he's not going to make a place on Stazing Dustin. But Advanced Fish is someone who's needed a safety car in every single one of these crashes and just hasn't got one for whatever reason. This game choosing or deciding that several cars in the same wall is not a safety car, so obviously nothing we can do about that. Oh yeah, not even a VSC, yeah. What, are we back in the 50s or... I don't know. Okay, over 50%, so 4 cars DNFing.
Seems like everyone's spaced out a bit. Oh, Joel's left.
Joel's
out of the race.
So Advanced Fish, he's been what looked like a dire position with no chance of scoring points. He only needs 2 more retirements, and he's already got some, so...
Dustin's chasing after Adam Lee now for him to be back in the points.
Yep. Dustin, not... Well, he is in the championship scrap, it's unfair to say he's not, but he's not the main contender at the moment.
Well, he's gained a lot of time on Adam, so I figure he'll have him. And oh, Leclerc's in the pits.
Oh yeah, Leclerc pitting. I'm assuming his tyres are absolutely destroyed with the amount of off-track excursions he's had. Not going to do good for the tyres at all. So actually pitting on lap 6 is really, well, when he's only done 6 laps on those tyres is really, really early. So, I mean, considering some of the tier 1 guys will be taking it to about lap 10 or something like that. So. Advanced Fish moves up nearly into the points. Just 1 more car he's got to navigate. Unfortunately, he's 15.8 seconds behind, but Dustin making the move down inside of Adam. Adam gets cut back, a little bit of contact.
Oh, a bit more contact.
So Advanced Fish is really not happy with that crash early on, so I'm assuming he doesn't find himself at fault for that, and I'm not sure what has actually happened. So, and yes, I am keeping an eye on the times in the battle for first place. If I see that drop below 3 temps, I'm going straight on that.
Oh, he's right on the back of him here.
So Beast Tornadoes and BMG Lewis, top 2 in the championship, in the order they currently stand. BMG Lewis is extending his championship lead over Beast Tornadoes to what would be, I think it's 28 points, 36 points. Oh.
Big contact between Drift King and Paul for the battle for the last spot on the podium.
Paul's got a run though, he's going to try to make this move, potentially he's going to get it back. Heroes and Lewis come to straight, so hopefully the stream handles itself well. Just close that. Yeah, okay. So Beast Tornadoes currently. That's BMG Lewis coming into the pits. And now, that was clever for himself. He made it look like he wasn't
his
hitting.
teammates following him.
And this is surely going to secure him the position. Yeah, Drift King Pro's following. Oh, this is either really brave or really, really, really stupid from Drift King Pro. But I think there's enough of a gap, about 7 seconds, for him to not be affected by the double stack.
Perez is following Drift King. Most of the cars are
Perez
pitting in the slap, actually.
Scott pits. Yeah, it's not a surprise. But yeah, lap 9, lap 10 is roughly when you want to be pitting. So.
Oh, he's going to lose some time because of that. It doesn't matter, he'll still be Perez out.
So see where Dustin... Oh yeah, Dustin's going to stay P8 as well. He's got no chance of picking up a place here. So it's going to be a long and very arduous journey now for the Renault driver, and rather lonesome as well. But he's going to at least be picking up 4 points at the moment. Already
might get
gapped
ahead
to
of
Adam Lee and Axkov.
Oh, he's going to come out right behind him.
Oh yeah, that was relatively close up. Of course, there's a massive pit loss time here. So, yeah, massively affected by the
Oh,
good move.
Tornado is now coming into the pits.
I've got a lovely glitch at the moment where every single tyre on Salzig Dustin is a medium tyre, and then the rear right is a hard tyre. And, of course, I find that rather amusing. Obviously not relying on the grip of that rear right then. That reminds me of, I think Williams did that a couple of years ago.
Oh, Adam's got something.
Very funny what's happened there.
What? Onto the mediums.
So Beast Tornadoes onto the mediums course. Paul Pitts.
Lewis is now coming on.
Labour Devil leads. So Labour Devil, the Haas driver, gets up into lead.
Come out side by side. Nope.
BMG Lewis safely ahead. An undercut did work, but I mean he was ahead anyway, so it's not done much at all. Just giving him a bit of a gap. Actually, he's broken DRS, so if he can keep up some pretty solid pace here, he could potentially run away with it, unless Beast Tornadoes is genuinely quicker.
Dustin has set the fastest lap of the race, by the way, in case you can see. Not really that much happening right now, except for this battle for P4.
Yeah.
And, well,
relatively quiet on track, of course. Sort of the pit windows really sort of turn things down a little bit. Actually, there's a really good battle for fourth and good battle for the leaders. Well, net race lead as well. Labour Devil, if he can have some good pace and potentially go on to the well, he's going to go on to the softs at the end anyway. He's potentially one to watch if he has good pace. Yeah, it says. I don't know what to say at this point. We've lost so many drivers in crashes. It's been really unfortunate. Advanced Fish has made up 7 places through DNFs. Scott's made up 9 places. Paul's made up 8 places, and Labour Devil's made up 15 places. Of course, yet to pit though. And Salzig Dust, he's not going to close in 10 seconds in the next.
Adam Lee's on the back of Scott and Axe Curve as well. As the battle for P8.
Yeah, this could be a bit decent. Just gonna pop that ready. And down the inside, Adam Lee looks. Scott basically just let him pass there. But now defends the inside. Doesn't have the grip to fight it. Although you'd think he probably would. Adam's on 9-lap-old mediums, so Adam's going to have to pit again at some point in this race, meaning Advanced Fish will potentially be in for a point-scoring finish, as long as Fish can actually complete the race on those hard tyres. So Adam improves himself up into 8th place after overtaking the Red Bull of Scott. And now Axkov is going to be trying to have another go at him. Ooh, actually, Scott giving a little look down the inside at Cops on Adam Lee.
Oh, wow.
I think we'll go back to this freeway battle.
Straight line speed? Jesus.
Who's that?
Oh, he's in the grass!
Who?
Scott.
Oh, okay.
And now here comes Axe Curve past him. Oh, a bit of contact. But clean move past.
That's quite the day. Bit of contact, but a clean move. Right. So we now have. Or are they going back at it again? Or? Right, okay, we'll focus back on the battle for 4th place between McLaren and Alpha and a Racing Point. So, actually, how close? Oh, it's very close out front. Beast Tornadoes is right on the back of BMG Lewis.
Oh, Drift King. He's gonna go around the outside. Oh, he almost goes off track. Contact. His advanced fish gets a penalty. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to affect him too much at this point in the race.
Here comes Drift
Me
King
and
with
Axe
some absolutely absurd straight line speed. Oh, he almost runs into the back of him.
Neat. Given that. Stuck it in overtake, went for it, and fair enough. Will Paul have anything to return, though? That's what we're going to have to see.
Oh, he's... Oh, that's...
Oh.
And that's a bit debatable.
Yeah. Bit of a Tom Gorian-esque move there. With the moving.
And label Red Devils in the pits, so...
Finally, yep. Let's see where he comes out, because he's potentially going to be one to watch if he can climb through the grid. He's a quick driver. Has he got onto the mediums? Okay, that's the weirdest strategy I've seen today. I was fully expecting him to pit about 5 laps later and strap on the softs. So. Oh well, 3 laps later and strap on the softs. That's a weird strategy from the Haas driver, and potentially now he's not actually going to make that many places up. So unless his tyre wear was genuinely quite bad, I don't know, but...
Just to mention, we've officially passed the point where we won't be getting half points.
We will not be having half points unless I think the lobby crashes. I'm not 100% certain on the... I can't recite those rules off the top of my head.
No, it's starting
So, I don't know what I'm back to be fair. So, Drift King Pro currently sits in P3. He's got that final podium spot. East Toledo is still on the back of BMG Lewis. This is a scrap that's going to continue by the looks of it. As Leclerc picks up a 3-second time penalty. Advanced Fish is closing in on Scott by near enough a second a lap, but it's going to be a long time before he can get close enough. Paul and Drift King Pro going at it. For that podium place.
Now it's going to allow Label Red Devil through.
Label Red Devil already puts himself up in one place after pitting onto what, on the face of it, is a weird strategy. But he might just about get away with it, maybe, if he can have some good... But he's not going to close 9 seconds from Dustin to Perez, though. So I don't know what strategy this is, but... see whatever he feels best works.
Back with drifting again. Been a pretty recurring theme in this race in terms of who's battling who. As
Paul weaving right behind. So... Oh, I'd like to say it's been a clean race. Most of the battles have been clean. We've just had, 2 or 3 absolutely major catastrophic instances. There's a yellow flag, actually.
Yellow. Leclerc spun. And he spun again, trying to... Nope.
Oh, the muck he's got on the front wheel, and he's round again. We'll stop watching that. BMG Lewis and Beast Tornadoes, only 5 tenths separates them at this point. And it genuinely doesn't even look like Beast Tornadoes is trying to overtake him. He's lowering the ERS mode when he starts closing, and potentially Leclerc might get in the way of these guys if he's still sideways. But now Beast Tornadoes looks down the inside. There could be contacted. Just avoiding contact. Backed out of that real last second. Pulls round.
Yep.
Oh no, McLaren driver battling Drift King Pro for P3. Now down in P5.
Leclerc still spinning, and there's no safety car. What in the...
What is wrong
with this game?
Yeah, it's still yet to get a safety car, and he's in the wall again. He's got to retire, surely. He can't keep on like this. Okay, will we finally see that long-awaited safety car? I'm going to shut up so I can see the... Are we actually going to see a safety car? Oh, he's been hit! Who was that? Adam Lee.
Adam Lee just hit Leclerc's ghost.
I was going to mention. That he, he really that AI was not ghosting after he retired, and that happened. Advanced Fish gets around him safely. Adam Lee retires. Right, okay. Are we going to get a safety car? Because we've just had 2 cars. And he's left. Adam Lee's left. Why is he left? See, now we're going to be stuck with lovely lag because the host has just decided to leave the lobby. Cause that's obviously the clever thing to do while we're trying to host a race. Well done for that. Because we're now stuck with a
These
migrating
tornadoes
host thing
now
and lag.
Actually trying to
right on back.
attack BMG Lewis. Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, but
on great speed. Straight line speed.
The yellow flag in sector 1, what's that for?
I think
is that Adam Lee still parked on the side?
Car.
It is,
Adam Lee's parked car.
On the outside, advanced vicious now.
Behind him. Oh, here we go. They're squeezing each other. Oh, contact a bit. And Tornadoes is through for P1.
Back in the lead. So, Toro Rosso driver puts himself back in the lead. Oh, just got loads of lag at the moment. It's apparently Paul's winning.
Oh, Dustin's winning. What?
Yeah, I know. It's because
now
Adam
Axe
left the
curves.
session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What the?
We're just gonna have to follow it on track, and yeah. Hopefully it will reset and fix itself. But Fish currently leads the race, apparently.
Here
being...
we go. Lewis is gonna absolutely breeze past Tornadoes again.
Yeah,
And now the position counter is actually
the leaderboard has
now,
fixed itself. Round the outside, Beast Tornadoes. There's going to be contact here, surely.
A bit more contact.
Yeah. See that coming a mile off.
But Lewis is way up for him, I think, so fair play.
And he gets out of the way. Clean driving and very respectable as well from BMG Lewis. So, Beast Tornadoes holds the lead effectively because BMG Lewis, knowing actually now he can actually get past, so... Oh, this, yeah, we're gonna... I don't know what we're gonna do with this lobby because... It's, yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with this because it's quite clearly broken for timings at the moment. I think it's okay on... It seems like there's a bit more lag than there was before, but it seems okay. Beast Tornado, sorry, having a little look there at BMG Lewis, but not making the move through cops, as you'd obviously somewhat expect. I think there'll be some words with Adam.
Starting to close down on drifting. Exception of that, the battle for P7, I think. I can't tell because the thing is broken. With axe curve.
Yep, we don't know where they are at the moment. I think at the moment it's accurate, but then it just changes again all the time. I think at the moment it is accurate though.
At the moment, there's three pretty decent battles going on, so we can't really complain.
Yeah, so yeah, we're going to carry on as normal at the moment, but I do just want to say, for the sake of informing the viewer, so actually I'll wait till something's confirmed, but currently we're looking at potentially half points as ruled. 9.3 says major lag or lobby glitch between 50 and 75%. Race distance warrants half points, so we'll... Okay, so I think the consensus at the moment is these guys are going to carry on racing, but we're going to take results from lap 16 and award half points. And so that means BMG Lewis slowing to let Beast Tornadoes pass has actually lost him the race lead. So I think that's going to be debatable. That's one for the admins, which obviously includes me actually, so that's going to be a fun discussion afterwards. But I'm going to close the laptop and we're going to try to focus on the rest of the race. Labor Devil, actually down in P9, what's happened? What's happened to Labor Devil? Why is he down in P9? Okay.
It's broke again.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, P8. Yeah, but he's behind Axford. Why is he behind Axford? He was before. Oh, it might have been. I don't know, to be fair.
I don't know.
it's broken. I don't know what's happening.
Apparently,
yeah, the lap
these
count
tornadoes
is
is on a
yeah.
6-minute and 20-second lap time. So
Oh,
you
I
just
see
know
some
this
pretty
is all
solid lap
legit.
time, that one, actually, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, the laps aren't counting. Right, I'm just gonna... question if we... Hang on. Of course, Adam Lee leaving the session has caused a little bit of a ruckus, fair to say, but, oh, this is so broken. This is exceptionally broken at the moment. Advanced Fish P4, Scott P3. No, Scott's winning.
Scott
Okay.
P1 now.
What is this? And the lap counter's stuck as well, so I don't even know what lap we're on.
Oh, Axe Curve and the Label Red Devil battle still happening, so...
Yeah, okay, so...
That's about as much as I can tell what's actually happening right now.
I don't know what we're going to do here, because we could end the stream at this point, because there's genuinely not much point. We don't know what lap it is, and we don't know what position people are in. We can stick with it until the game says we've ended, but I don't know if the game's even going to tell us it's ended, or if there's I don't know. Deal with that well. You get
Apparently, Perez has passed Drift King. What?
that's happened. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to end the stream. There's... I don't know what's happening, and we're going to take results from lap 16, which is before Adam Lee left the lobby, meaning I'm fairly sure Beast Tornadoes is a race winner. I'm fairly sure. I don't know. I honestly do not know.
Shut up, just ruined that.
This...
sorry
this
everyone
is...
for this cluster,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to say right now.
No, it's quite difficult because obviously host was taken out this game, not notoriously famous for being the most stable thing, but yeah, I think okay, cool, so it's been announced we are going to stop the race, and I assume stop the stream. Should I potentially I don't know if I should tell the guys or not, because I don't know how many more laps there are, and they're battling each other, and as far as they're aware, they're battling for a win. So I think we should potentially, best thing to do here, end the stream, round it off, and yeah. Again, this is I say anomaly, and that's even, I think, downplaying it. This is 1 in a million here, and unfortunately, lap 16 will be the lap that we are counting, the last lap before lobby broke, and well, I don't know if there's any point carrying on, because they might be fairly close to the end of the race now.
I don't, yeah.
So I think we'll stick, right, we're going to stick with it. There can't be many more laps now. I've seen it's been on lap 17 for the last 10 minutes. So they must have done... They must have done 5... They must have about 7 laps. So there must only be about 3 laps left.
Sector 1 yellow. What's happened? Nothing. Next one.
Right, this is just bonkers, really. I think the best way to sum up this race, well, actually we can sum it up in a relatively easy way. There are 11 cars, well, not 11 cars out of the race, there are 10 cars left, so there's 8 cars out of the race. We're currently stuck with the car who's in last leading the race, and the host is still parked for the last 11 minutes at the right hand side of the track, and Beast Tornadoes, who's currently one of the quickest guys on track, sitting in P2 at the moment, is well, he's on a really blistering lap time of 11 minutes, so good move though, down the inside BMG Lewis. They're fighting each other, so let's stick with it. This is effectively their battle for the lead, so I think that as far as the game's aware for them, it's running smoothly. It's just us on our end, so I don't know. Obviously, if the drivers think there's a real issue here, then potentially half points will be awarded. Beast Tornadoes right outside and make contact, and they're round. Beast Tornadoes. I think he'll definitely, he's got winged up to her. He'll be wanting this race to end on lap 16 because he is our victor if it does go that way. And now he also, well, he's not that way at the moment. So, yeah.
Oh, and falls into Dustin's spot, and he hit the wall. Oh, it's all going off again.
Yeah, that sounds like Dustin. Right, we must be near the last lap now. An advanced fish currently leads the race. 11-minute 30-second lap time at the moment for the flying fish. We need to get a fish pun in. It's literally law, and I can't. This is, yeah, I mean, again, the Labour Devil 12-minute lap time at the moment, so we must be coming close to the end of the race now. BMG Lewis, I honestly, I don't know who was winning on lap 16. The lead was changing around that point, so I don't know. Well, I want to get podium interviews, but I don't know who the podium was. Who was P3? Right, we'll try inviting them. So go Beast Tornadoes. I think. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it could be
done.
right. Cool. So invite to a party, Beast Tornadoes. BMG Lewis.
Oh no, it's definitely not done.
Why?
You can still see the. Oh, they're still fighting each other. Wait, I honestly can't tell right now.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I actually can't tell.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, this is broken. So we're gonna be taking. I'm assuming half points from lap 16. So if you know who was winning at lap 16, that would be relatively useful because at the moment we have no clue who's won the race. But yeah, we're gonna have to have a look at it. Obviously, I'm not sure. So I've invited the top two, and sounds like who was P3 at the time? Okay, that's good. So Dustin, fastest lap.
Lewis, is the race done? Oh.
I know, yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. Obviously, that's something that's going to be discussed at the end, so I'm going to try to get everyone in the party. Advanced fish. I don't know what's happening at all at the moment. I have no clue. So, right, I'm just gonna leave the lobby. Dustin, fastest lap point, and obviously whatever happened by lap 16. Okay, so yeah, we've got you two in. Who was? I don't know who was P3. Honestly, lap 16. I don't know who was P3. Okay. Right. Okay, we're just gonna do it with you two. This has been manic. Right. So obviously, really close between you guys. Oh, yeah, remember to include your audio as well, both you guys. Okay, do it. Cool. Okay. Yep. Beast, you left. Not too sure. This has been absolutely. Okay, so again, I don't know. We don't even know who won. Right, one of you might have. Well, no, one of you have definitely won the race. We know that much. One of you two are the winner, and the other one is in second place. Just obviously up lap 16. That's all I've been told. I don't know if it's start of lap 16 or end of lap 16. But we've just been told lap 16, so. But Beast Tornadoes connected. Right, we'll just do it with you. Come on, right? Okay, we're gonna round this off because this has been relatively a bit of a farce. So, but yeah, definitely. How was your race today? There's genuinely not much. Obviously we can't do anything in these situations when the host leaves in the game. breaks apart in that way. There's nothing we as commentators, we as a league can do, and in our rules we will be taking results from lap 16 and awarding half points as we were between 50% and 75% race distance. So let's say you've won this race, you've extended your lead by 4 points. Decent.
Yeah, it's good. Does this still count as a win though? Like, or not?
It will count as a win. Yes, it will count as a win. Just half points awarded. Right, so the results will be taken from lap 16, and half points are going to be awarded. There's nothing
I
we
know,
can.
we've been racing for an hour and 20 minutes. Just for that to happen.
I know this. It will be discussed. It will be discussed. That will be heavily talked about tonight in the owners and admin chat. So we'll try to come to the best outcome there. And both of you guys, obviously, you were battling early on as well. And there was some really, really good battles and relatively clean as well. What do you guys make of it?
A lot of fun. Like Lewis, he's a nice driver. He always,
I want to race.
Yeah.
And that happened.
like Lewis, he's a good driver. Like you're looking for someone to have a clean battle with, he's a guy. Which, yeah, we had an incident, but I don't know what happened. Just some contact and my car just went around. So that was no one's fault in my opinion. But yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll just end this here because it's been a chaotic night. Tier 1 is at 9 PM, and hopefully for Morgs and I think Tom Gorian who are commentating that, it goes a hell of a lot smoother. So good luck, you guys. Hopefully you don't have to deal with this because it's bloody impossible, really. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and sticking through this because we've had fairly good viewer numbers throughout the stream. And obviously next week we'll be racing what's after Britain? It's
Germany.
Germany. And yeah, round 12 I think it'll be at Germany. And yeah, we'll see how this championship battle unfolds. And obviously the results will be posted on the Twitter chat tonight for all the drivers who want to know what we've decided on. There will be announcements on RFL Twitter. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking with us through tonight. It's been dreadful tonight. This has potentially been the hardest race to commentate on ever. So hopefully next week it goes a bit smoother. But from RFL here, BMG RFL Season 4, the BMG's partnered race. Probably not the greatest race to partner, but nonetheless, it happened, and I think we'll try to move on from tonight as best as possible. So from us here at RFL,